Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey. We got Mr. Brandon Kruger out here tonight. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you all for having me out.
Absolutely. Where are you from again?
It's a long story, but we started in North Dakota.
Sorry, North Dakota.
Tumbleweed.
Yeah, just been rolling around.
To the West Coast. Rode out to the West Coast. Spent way too much time out there, and then tumbled out here for the first time 5 years ago, and it feels it's been home ever since. Yeah.
Have you been locked into old Yanis, Texas since you got here?
Yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. On Lake Fork, I'm catching the biggest I'm ripping lips in my backyard. That's all you need to know. I'm Lake Fork. I've been getting my patches.
Hell yeah.
Well, you mentioned bartending at a fairly famous bar, Neon Moon, out in Yanis.
Just a little bit. It's so bizarre that
The middle of nowhere.
Fucking badass. I came out here from, I hate to say the word, but Los Angeles, and
We can bleep that out if we need to.
we can bleep it out 100%. I wish you would. And my friend had a motocross track in Edgewood. He said, I bought 150 acres in Edgewood, Texas, and you need to come out here and help me. And it was over 3 years, and I finally made it out here. But the Neon Moon, on Lake Fork, it's one of the most oldest honky-tonks in Wood County. And I somehow stumbled upon there and started serving drinks and telling my sad stories, overcoming a broken heart, and here we are, an album later, and yeah.
Listen, there's also it's maybe a historical bar, but there's also a rad haunted house out there too. Have you been to it?
I haven't yet. I've heard of it. I know there's like they have a haunted house around it, but I haven't been there yet.
I punched a guy in that haunted house once.
Really?
In the Yantis haunted house.
I've always wanted to see Brandon punch somebody.
It was not intentional. This dude, he got me.
He got you back?
No. I mean,
he scared the shit
out of me. Yeah, for real. And so I hit him, and then I felt so bad about it, and I thought, I'm about to get sued. And then he looked at me, he was like, I got you. He was a good sport about it.
So did you get your start in music when you moved down here, or were you doing music beforehand?
Man, it was always a dream growing up in the frozen tundra of North Dakota, following my favorite, I hate to say it, but Garth Brooks really was the original one, singing really sad story songs that he didn't write, but other people wrote. But when you were a young kid, that, it really, thankfully I was on the good side of it, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of what started it, and
We were all there. At some point or another.
Well, the imagery is a big part of it when you're a kid, man. You paint that picture.
Yeah. And then in the 90s, all of us, MTV, CMT, Toby Keith music videos, Should Have Been a Cowboy, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I grew up on, and like these, I was sitting in 4 feet of snow in my basement watching these music videos, and like Should Have Been a Cowboy came on, and it was like, that's pretty cool. And my parents scraped up enough money to go to the Fargo Dome and go watch the Garth Brooks World Tour in '94, when I was 6, and he was flying around like a Kiss fucking concert, on the road. And there was fire, and when you're 6 years old in the 90s, like that's was, it was pretty special, and that's what sparked it. I said, I want to do that someday. And,
Hell yeah. Garth Brooks like a damn superhero shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that was back when he was winning like Entertainer of the Year. So that's cool to hear your perspective being a kid, just going and being awe-inspired.
I mean, it's especially being from the middle of nowhere, it's like my parents scraped up all their hard-earned money for 2 months to go and get me in the nosebleeds in the Fargo Dome, and he just happened to go there, and that's what did it for me. That's why I'm here right now at the podcast. You know, it's fucking bizarre. It's shout out Garth Brooks.
Hell yeah,
And-
that's dope.
Little note, this is a small artist, you know. It's good to shout out the small artist, you know.
yeah. Yeah, it's weird, but
A lot of conspiracies around that man.
yeah, I know. That's why I don't like bringing it up. But
Listen, he writes, well,
but
he writes, sings banger songs.
that's why I say, you know, all the people that wrote his songs and all the people that we love today, you know, it's like Morgan Wallen, all that, Hardy, all that stuff on the radio. There's you know, lots of writers on those tracks. Everybody on the internet can go to Spotify, look at show credits, and look who's writing the music. You know,
Yup, every time.
you go to Brandon Kruger, you can look that Brandon Kruger wrote Brandon Kruger's music, and I pride myself on that. And I know that there's a good chance that I might not make it home tonight, and if I don't, all my music is Brandon Douglas Kruger, and yeah, it's you know,
it's a
Cheers to
good
that.
it's a good energy you're putting out into the world.
Cheers
Yeah.
to that.
yeah.
And
yeah.
that first song you played was on your last record. Talk about that. How that got going.
That's about missing a best friend, Northern Lights. I got so blessed. I came out to Yantis. I had never been to Texas in my life. I used to run this magazine called Easy Rider Magazine. It's a chopper magazine. A lot of, you know, it started in 1969. And the whole pandemic happened, and that thing was so bizarre, the pandemic, and Easy Riders fell to, you know, the dirt, and as long as along with everything else. And after I came out here, I just was I lost my best friend at the time, my, you know, the girl that I was going to marry, and the story's not that sad, but I just had got her back recently, and she's my fiance now.
Hey,
But that's kind of how it happened, you know. Northern Lights is about missing a best friend. I was really sad one night after a night at the Neon Moon, and I went home and I was on some of those magical mushrooms, and it was just a love letter to a best friend. And you know, the verses are, you know, it's talking about her being with somebody else, and it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. All my stuff is so straightforward. It's you got to be. I'm not writing songs about Broadway or nothing like that. They're just. I've never had enough money to have a therapist, and these songs are that, and it's a song to a best friend, and thank goodness I wrote it, and life happened, and got her back, and I moved her and her horse back out to Texas, and here we are.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about. That's
I got to hear it
what
tonight.
it's all about.
where was this woman from?
She grew up in New York.
And you brought her down to Yannis, Texas.
She grew up in New York. I met her when I was in California working for Easy Riders, and yeah, we rescued this horse. Was going to the kill pen for $500. We were literally living in Koreatown in Los Angeles, which is not a good place to live. And she's like, this horse came upon, and she's like, it's going to the kill pen. And, you know, I'm a sucker. I like animals. I'm a softie.
You had a horse in the hood?
We had a horse in the hood. He lived in Chatsworth.
Gangster ass horse.
In Koreatown, dude, that's
I
sick.
won't say we. She paid lots and lots of money for that horse to live in a small little, 12 by 24 enclosure in Chatsworth, just outside of the city, and kept it alive, and it was pretty badass. He's out in Alba now on 22 acres,
living his best life.
Did you have neighbors when you first got that horse?
So we were
Like during
we were in Hollywood, so she had to drive every day out to Chatsworth to take care of it. So
Okay.
when we got it, that was the crazy thing. Like, she was doing this every day, and Now I have a video of it. When it got out here, it was the very first time. It was so bizarre. When during COVID, she sent out all of its blood results. And it took like a year and a half, 2 years to get it back. And she got it back, and this horse was on a kill pen in a trailer to go to, to go away. And it turns out that he had the blood. His dad won the 2005 Kentucky Derby. Giacomo was
How
his
do you
father.
even test that?
Dude, that's cool as
It's
shit.
blood. It's like, it's pretty bizarre. So, yeah, we still have him and feed him twice a day and take very good care of this beautiful.
Let's race him.
Yeah. I put shoes on him every day, Brandon. We do. He's got this. The reason why he went to the pin or was getting rid of was because he had a bad foot, injury that nobody wanted to mess with every day.
Yeah, it's sad when it's like that, man.
Yeah.
Well, he found a good home.
Yeah, he's in Texas now. He's got.
Badass,
He's yeah.
Like you said, living his best life.
He really is.
I just pictured you in like a neighborhood, and then like you have like a little privacy fence or something, and then like
Just a little horse chilling back there?
Yeah, the new neighbors roll up and they're like, "All right, we're moving into this house," and this horse is like peeking up over the fence.
I wish California was as Texas is,
Yeah.
Texas is, it's yeah, where I was at, there wasn't, any place to do that, but yeah.
I live in the suburbs in Royce City, and I've got a neighbor 10 feet away from me that's got like a chicken coop in his backyard. I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's cool.
Is it our friend that has a chicken coop?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Different guy.
Somebody else.
By the way, I remember you mentioning that you've worked in some capacity with Josiah and the Bonnevilles. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, that's one of my best friends.
Josiah's one of my best friends.
The Black Josiah. We can say that, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's why we brought him on.
Yeah, I met him on my path, in Los Angeles, and I still have an open job interview with, not interview, but job with him out in Nashville, doing all of his media and stuff. But he's that's my biggest influence. That's why. I mean, I speak of songwriters, and he's one of the best songwriters in the game right now, like in the songwriting game.
Yeah.
I met him. He gave it up 100%. He was driving Uber in Los Angeles, and we can maybe bleep some of this out, but he was doing hard drugs, and he gave it up. He gave it up, and it's so cool. We kind of met each other at the right time. That's what I was doing, and he gave it up. And any good friend would be like, you cannot give this up,
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't want to bleep it out. I think that's part of somebody's story. I think there's an earnestness in his voice when he sings songs, that comes from, that kind of background.
he lost his mother at a very young age. He's got a big family. He's just he was on American Idol at a very young age, living out of his car, and he got a Warner Brothers deal at 18, and everything all of us want like that, after doing that unfortunate gig that America does, that the whole America Idol deal, like
It's a racket.
it's a racket. Yeah, I turned down a open slot just to go on and be one of a sweet, cute, fucking good-looking boy. Like you got this. They slid into my DMs. Like, I'm a producer at fucking American Idol. Come here. We want you to do this.
Yeah.
No.
It's just the way they do things, man. It's crazy.
For me, no. You know, it's my mom hated me for that. You know, that's her dream. You know, you're the
That's
next
every
Adam
parent.
Levine.
Every
And-
parent, your friends and your parents.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
I want to be there too, but I'm fucking 36 years old, y'all. Like, I been there, done that. I've had my friends have the biggest deals in the world. I've had my friends have currently the $1 million deal sitting, and it's like, I'm totally fine with being the small hardware shop, not a Home Depot.
Yeah.
Right.
You come here, you know what the fuck you're going to get. You're going to get Brandon Kruger singing his heart out about his ex-girlfriends and his life experiences and like the real shit. Not Home Depot.
Yeah. But I like that. And I was talking to a friend of mine tonight about that struggle, you know, and like figuring out how to break through. And to me, it really is. I like that analogy, you know, because
It's tough.
But the real thing is, like, you're putting an energy into the world that you can be proud of, and you're not compromising on that. And so many people do, you know? So I think it's better, even if nothing ever happens and you stick to your morals and you love what you do, that's more meaningful,
Yeah.
you know?
I have 86 currently monthly listeners on Spotify, you know. And it's like these two songs I just played for you, the one that's on the album and the one that I'm going to record very soon, you know. It's like
Banger.
it's my heart, that's me. It's like you don't get this. This isn't Nashville shit. We're not here like we're going to write a song about this red fucking Solo Cup today, or you know, like it's I don't know. I'm blessed, and I just this time that we all have is so precious. It's so precious. And it's like, you show me your frickin' track tonight. Your next single is insane.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man.
It's and that's what it's about. Like, I'm a fucking nobody. Nobody knows Brandon Kruger, and it's like, I'm
feel you,
so
dude.
blessed to get to that. I can say I beat my own demons, and I got out Texas Tales, and I got out my album, and I was vulnerable, and I did my shit, you know, and that's really what it's about.
Yeah. 100%.
Fuck yeah. Cheers to that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I relate to what you're saying a lot too, man, for sure. For sure.
Staying authentic to yourself. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but so like with that, so what's that creative process like writing and everything? Like, you know, you talk about how you tell stories and everything. You're not out here trying to put out the next, you know, hit or whatever. It's just you're doing what's true and authentic to you. So is that like one of those, like you know, ride off of those emotions and those feelings, or?
It's a great question because, like I said earlier, I don't consider myself a songwriter. It's a muse, and it's like, it's something I've never had money to have a therapist. And these are just like things I need to get off my chest. And thankfully, I picked up a guitar at a young enough age and learned a few chords, and I can, you know, put those sad feelings or what I need to get off my chest to those simple few chords that we all know. There's only so many chords, and I just do it, you know, my way, but it's a muse. I can't sit down and be like, okay, let's write a song today. And that scares me, because what if, you know, somebody really badass wanted to come and write a song with me, and I've written there's one time I've had a bunch of people ask me to write songs for them, and one of the only ones that I ever went and actually properly did was with Bobby Irwin. And I met
Bobby
him.
Irwin.
That's our boy. He's
incredible,
he's a
man.
local legend, and I met him at a very pivotal time when I was playing out at the Neon Moon, and he started playing there, Bevel Music. Was, you know, a good pivotal point in his career before he went to True Grit. And he when we met, he asked me to come over and help him finish up this song called Dotted Line. And, but it's so interesting because that was the first time I especially out here, went and tried to help somebody finish a song. And we ended up just driving to Action Sound that day. And he's like, I just got this idea. And he played it for me in the car. And I gave him just a couple really small, silly things that he used. And, I wish I was better at that and could be, but I think with my anxiety and
overthinking aspect of it.
And I don't sometimes put myself in a category as like a Brandon, like that boy I can say I could give him my album right now and be like, okay, here's the sheet music and everything, and he could hop on stage and fucking rip it. I could not do that. And I feel bad because it's like my band has 2 different bands or 3 different bands now because I couldn't keep them busy enough. So my bass player, Katie Wallace, love you, Katie, she's got the Katie Wallace Project. Kobe, who's my producer who produced the album, he's got a band called the Cross-Eyed Crows now. And, it's just like, it's so tough for me personally to just be like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
When it comes to that though, like how many songs you got sitting on the back burner right now, unfinished? That you were like overthinking.
Unfinished?
Like you got halfway through, you're like, this is fucking stupid. Put it on the back burner. It's still there.
Way too many. I mean, and they're insane ideas. Too.
If somebody wants you to come write with them and shit, take one of them songs with the back burner, like get that new idea in there and boom.
It's
true.
I can also understand not being able to write with other people because for you, I would imagine, and like for me, and I would imagine for you, like
It's so personal.
writing songs is deeply personal. So sometimes the way that you do it, it's a process that doesn't, you can't just do that in a room with people that you don't know or, you know what I mean? Like, or you don't trust or, whatever.
Yeah, 'cause you'd be like,
So, I mean,
no, this is my song.
I understand that. I mean, listening to you tonight, you sound like you. I've never heard songs that sound like that before. It sounds like you. So.
And that's what it's about. It's like, if I don't feel like I'm everybody's main advocate. Like, if I don't feel like I can make you sound better, if I don't feel like, hey, let's write a song, like, I've had so many people ask me that, and it's like, I don't think that, it's not going to come across authentic, and that's what it's about. Like, going back to, like, Josiah and the Bonnevilles, like, it's like, that's where I learned it from. It's like you tell a story. Like it's got to be real and proper.
Yeah, paint a picture with words.
Yeah.
But it is cool. I'm an advocate of stick to your morals, man. Like, and if that ain't your scene, then don't do it.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Matt's over this one.
Look at him.
Yeah.
And like
my song is my fucking song.
Y'all are taking me to church right now.
Just over here trying to say poignant things, make everybody feel good.
Man.
All right. Well, it's been nice getting to know you. But, I mean, this is Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey. So let's talk a little bit about what you brought us tonight. How'd you come about this whole making whiskey type thing?
This was me being still broke musician.
Yeah.
And trying to take care of my friends during the holidays. So, like, what's a good gift, right? And I was like, some whiskey, some like one-off whiskey. So it was
orange jalapeno whiskey.
It came off of enjoying Jim Beam Orange, and then it was seasonal, I heard, and it went away. And I was like, I like orange and jalapeno, and I put the both together, and I gifted it to a bunch of friends, and they loved it. A couple of them reordered some, and I came to Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey, and I was like, I don't think there's ever been any other guest that's brought their own, flavored whiskey.
You would be a first.
Yeah, actually,
there's got to be a first. There's got to be a first on this podcast. So, You know?
You think that's the biggest word on our hats except for truth, and truth is not the biggest thing about our podcasts.
And by the way, this is the only one that we've had the label facing out for everyone to see. And when you were talking about the motorcycle magazine, I got that logo.
Yeah.
I was like, that's rad.
Thank you, Harley.
Yeah, so the motorcycle magazine, it was pretty freaking big at one point, wasn't it?
It was ginormous.
Yes.
Even when I was running it, yeah, it was stupid. I had a friend that hit me up in 2017, 18, and said, I have the opportunity to buy Easy Riders, but it needs to be rebranded. What would you do with it? And I'm a graphic designer. That's kind of my side thing is I just like to make things look good. And I made him this presentation of what I think a modern Easy Rider should look like, just make it the old Easy Riders. If you know, you know. It's most of us boys played with ourselves maybe the first times, stealing those magazines from our friends' dads. But it was just very smut. It was just, it was choppers and titties. And I just...
Hell yeah, brother.
I made it just real beautiful with this, the same stuff, just really classy, and yeah, it was a cool experience to get to to do that. It was bizarre. It was one of
It's a rare opportunity that just kind of popped up.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yep.
pretty rad.
That's really cool.
Fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we're getting close to the end of this, man. What you got coming up soon? I mean, other than the banger ass song that you said you're gonna put out that you dropped with us.
Gonna be cutting
What was it called again? Foxhole?
Foxhole.
Yeah.
Foxhole.
Badass.
I'm gonna be going to Fort Worth for the first time to be cutting into a studio, doing a song called Midwest Sunsets, and then just trying to book shows and doing that.
Hell yeah. Well, I told you a couple places I booked for. Tired of shouting them out on our podcast.
Yes, let's go.
gonna
I'll see you there.
I'm gonna
You heard it here, folks.
I'm gonna do
I'll
one
get you
final
2 places.
shout out to Gotta Love Texas Music because that's how I met him.
Gotta love,
was through them.
absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we love y'all. Y'all are some of the coolest people.
Yep. East Texas independent music. It's insane. It's really, it's really
Special.
insane. That's one of the things. I moved here, and I was living in Los Angeles. There's a place called the Hotel Cafe. Some of the best, people that go there to write songs and all this stuff. And I moved out to fucking Alba, Texas, and there is more talent in the Pine Curtain than there is, and
Isn't that weird?
out there. I just started playing open mics and Mineola and Ben Wheeler and all this stuff, and it's if you're not East Texas, that's the place to be.
I moved from
no
Austin, and same thing.
I've never been to Austin, so your guys' next show out there, I want to be invited.
All right, we can do that. We can keep you in mind for that.
For sure. But yeah, man. Brandon, it's been cool as shit to meet you. Nice to get to know you.
Appreciate it, boys.
I'll talk to you here in a little bit, and hopefully we'll be in touch soon with a bunch of other shit. Cool.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey.